Good day to you all, and welcome to our video about our first preparatory assessment activity in strategic cost management. So more or less, our activity was to give a thorough analysis about the Ayala Corporation, their business risk, their strategies employed, and their corresponding corporate social responsibilities. Okay, so for the first question, our professor has tasked us to identify the different business units of Ayala Corporation and to discuss their products. Okay, we have first on the list Ayala Land. Ayala Land is a property developer company of Ayala Corporation. They offer sale and leasing of real properties and construction and property management services. They generate value by estate development, property development, commercial leasing, construction and property management, and strategic investments. Next on the list, we have the Bank of the Philippine Islands, or the BPI. BPI is the first ever bank in the Philippines. It offers a diverse range of products and services in consumer and corporate banking, as well as in asset management, payments, insurance, investment banking, foreign exchange, leasing, and securities distribution. They also provide phone banking, internet banking, and mobile banking. They generate value by utilizing their digital channels, retail clients, business banking, corporate banking, Banco, and their global markets. Next, we have Globe Telecom Incorporated. This company serves as the telecommunications and technology needs of consumers and businesses across an entire suite of products and services, including mobile, fixed, broadband, data connectivity, internet, and managed services. It has major interests in the financial technology, digital marketing solutions, venture capital funding for startups, and virtual healthcare. They generate value by accelerate network rollout, serve our new customers, expand their ecosystem, and purpose-driven organization. Next, we have AC Energy. This is Ayala Corporation's energy platform, one of the fastest growing renewable energy companies in the region and one of the Ayala's group core businesses. They are focused on scaling its renewable investments and they generate value by development platform, green bond leadership, power generation, and job creation. Next, we have AC Health. It aims to address the unmet need for accessible, affordable, and quality healthcare for all Filipinos by building, investing, and connecting various businesses into an integrated and seamless ecosystem of services across the continuum of care. They generate value by asset performance, portfolio building and business development, and synergies. Next, we have Manila Water. Manila Water is an operator and business builder of water, wastewater, and related assets across the Philippines and in Southeast Asia. It provides access to water and sanitation services in an environmentally sustainable manner by advocating responsible practices at every stage of its operation. They generate value by water utility operations, bulk water supply, and total solutions. Next on the list, we have AC Industrials. This is Ayala's industrial technologies arm, managing a primarily mobility-oriented portfolio composed of both operating units and investments in emerging high-potential technologies. They generate value by one, portfolio management, two, global manufacturing services, three, emerging technologies development, and four, vehicle distribution and retail. Next on the list, we have AC Infra. AC Infra develop and invest in businesses to address urgent infrastructure needs in the mass transportation, mobility, logistics, and financial services sectors. AC Infra's portfolio consists of projects operating under a government concession and investments in logistics. AC Infra also entered logistics and fulfillment services in 2018 with the launch of Entrego. They generate value by project development, implementation and business startup, efficient Sorry about that. Okay. Moreover, they generate value by project development, implementation and business startup, efficient operations, and talent and leadership development. Next, we have I People. This business unit aims to empower Filipino families by delivering accessible, quality education that enables significantly improved employability for their high school and college graduates. Tertiary schools of iPeople are as follows: University of Nueva Cáceres, National Teachers College, Mapua University, Malayan Colleges of Laguna and Mindanao, and Malayan High School of Science. They also offer junior and senior high school with an innovative and progressive approach to both learning and employability at an affordable price point. Last but not the least, we have AC Ventures. AC Ventures is Ayala's platform for peeking into new technologies and business models that are relevant to the group. It aims to be an enabler by investing in adjacent businesses that are complementary to Ayala's existing business units and a pathfinder by investing in new sectors, emerging trends, and innovative businesses. Currently, AC Ventures has 44.7% stake in Zalora Philippines, as well as 5.9% stake in Mint, which operates the fast rising digital wallet GCash. AC Ventures oversees Ayala Offshore Investments through AG Holdings.
Now that we have identified each business unit for Ayala Corporation and and how it operates, let us now proceed on identifying a business risk that poses a threat to each business unit and describe an example of a control that could be used to reduce the business risk. So, but before identifying each business risk and the control to be used, let us first establish a given fact that the Ayala Corporation's each business unit is operating since last year with the heights of this pandemic. So, given with the situation, this is in line on the going concern of our economy uh, to to our going economy to each to their business units that the pandemic has affected. So to first identify the business risk is from the Ayala Land business unit, which poses a threat of economic risk since the COVID-19 had a significant impact on the Philippine economy. Restrictions have hampered mobility and economic activity. So, an established control would be maintaining a stable cash flow for the time being that could help the company. The company has cited on its market outlook that it is preparing for a V-shaped recovery. With this, the continuing reopening of the economy, in no time, the company could revert to its pre-pandemic growth levels. Next business unit that we have identified is the BPI. So for the BPI of the business unit that poses a threat is the financial risk. Consumers have been compelled to tighten their belts due to a drop in family income due to the pandemic. Furthermore, interest rates may be pushed higher by inflation risk. The steepening of the US Treasury yield curve and increased government borrowing. With this, a control could be making an adjustments with the business plan to avoid harming its financial strength. More so, to cite its strategies for the following years, the BPI aims to achieve asset growth in high margin businesses, strengthen funding franchises, rationalizing distribution channels, and increase digital platform users. Which leads us to the Globe Telecom business unit, which a competition risk has been cited. A risk in digital consumption is evident. The availability of low cost data plans and smart gadgets is fueling data demand even further. Consumers are best to consume those who offer affordable and better services. Thus, as a control, the company should continually assess its performance industry. More so, with services directly affecting customers, it should maintain an interactive relationship with its market. Next business unit is the AC Energy. One, the business risk that has been cited is an operational risk, with the people forced to shift to work from home and to study in an online platform, there's no doubt that electrical consumption is used for how many hours. This poses a threat to energy platform companies to increase their business process to address the demand for energy consumption. Thus, as a business control, business continuity planning could help the organization deliver the service at an acceptable level even due to sudden demand surges. To cite the company's performance, AC Energy has scaled up its renewable business and ensures its power plants are operating at top efficiency. Another business unit is the Manila Water, which um, again, an operational risk because water supply poses a threat in failing to ensure adequate water supply and delivery 24/7 potable water across the service area. Considering weather conditions in the country that only experience wet and dry season, water supply is a challenge due to climate seasons. Establishing a contingency plan that could help address unforeseen events. It is vital to have this in an organization to allow the entity to get back track on its daily operations even in unexpected circumstances, more so protecting the welfare of the company, employees, and its market. Next is the AC Industrials. A business risk that poses a threat to the business unit is an economic risk. Plant closures, slow demand, and dealership closures all contributed to a toll on the company due to the pandemic. With restrictions imposed, it becomes a challenge for the business to produce and market their products. Hence, operating on a lean, that's supposed to be lean budget with units that have slow returns could help stabilize the business operations. More so, scaling up lately acquired firms that boost and complement larger scale operations could help growth operation. Next in line is the AC infrastructure. The business threat this poses a threat is the security risk. The COVID-19 pandemic has spurred the expansion of the e-commerce business. More so, data breaches, identity theft, and even fraud payments are a risk for a growing company with everything done online. Hence, focus on security solutions, detection tools, and staff and customer education to spot any possible concerns to accomplish successful enterprise risk management. Next in line is the AC Health. Of course, since the healthcare industries continue to be challenged by the pandemic, it is expected to continue to supply healthcare for the public. Hence, an operational risk is at threat. Prevention is still better than cure. More so, establishing a backup system or proactive measures in the business to what might go wrong ensures that operations aren't affected. Second to the last is the I people. A competition risk is at stake. In 2020, the pandemic prompted kids to drop out of school. Students are either dropping from the program or sent to a public school. To survive the pandemic, schools have shifted to digital transformation plan. With a lot shifting to distant learning, what makes your service different from those who are offering? So, as a control, refining strategies such as improving the student experience while still ensuring outcomes are met. It doesn't only strengthen the interactive relationship, but also steps the game of operations of the business. And lastly, AC Ventures as the 10th business unit, a competition risk is at scene. A company might become complacent with its success and the status quo has stopped looking for methods to pivot or improve. Increasing competition should be combined by the willingness to change. Hence, enterprise risk management, not just for AC Ventures, but all of the business units presented. An enterprise risk management entails a company's continuous evaluation of its performance. Since the business is geared in investing to adjacent companies that help the business's other units, it is crucial to outlook its relationship and performance to its investments. That would be all.
So after learning about the risks related to each business units and the controls that we can employ to reduce if not eliminate such risks, we now proceed to the strategies related to each business units. So for number three, we are tasked to, for each business unit, to categorize its strategy as being focused on customer intimacy, operational excellence, or product leadership. Here we have to justify our answer why we have identified such a strategy. And we are advised to look at the individual annual reports of each of the business units. So for the first business unit, We have Ayala Land. So its business strategies are focused on product leadership because Ayala Land's management approach is to maintain their standing and reputation as the Philippines' largest property developer. They develop large-scale, integrated, master-planned mixed-use estates in growth centers as platforms for their end-to-end real estate products, ranging from residential, retail, and office developments, as well as hotels and island resorts, to construction and property management services. Their long-term growth is built on this market-leading platform and their five-pillar strategy of growth, margin improvement, capital efficiency, and brand building. To further expand their footprint, they assess regional and urban development trends and they identify locations that provide good growth prospects and are sustainable for mixed-use estates. Specifically, Ayala Land's strategies in achieving its goals are the following. First, we have increased recurring income contribution to achieve a more balanced portfolio. Here, they expand the GLA of shopping centers and offices and increase hotel and resort rooms. Second is launch an optimal mix of horizontal and vertical projects for sale. Here, they balance the amount of launches depending on market demand and price products competitively to ensure product margins. Second is the Bank of the Philippine Islands or BPI. Their business strategies are focused on customer intimacy. The bank has five strategic priorities that aim to sustainably grow profitability, accelerate the transformation of customer experience, develop talent, improve efficiency, and consolidate leadership in terms of quality, trust, and reputation with customers and the society. Under the motto Creating Value with Values, the plan will be implemented with the mission of contributing to the financial well being of BPI's customers and of assuming itself as a reference in socially responsible banking based on the principles of trust, quality of service, and social commitment. They foster financial inclusion and wellness, scale up enterprises, and spur investments that directly impact their clients and communities they serve. First, of the value proposition for which their strategies are focused on are on financial inclusion and wellness. So here they widen their reach to undeserved segments and help their clients grow and protect their assets through customized products and services. Second, scaling up enterprises. They support enterprises through financing and capital raising across business segments to help them scale up their operations. Third, we have sustainable development financing. They finance projects that support sustainable development, such as those involving sustainable energy, food and agriculture, sustainable communities, education, and infrastructure development. Next, we have Globe Telecom. Their business strategies are focused on product leadership because Globe Telecom is the largest telecommunications provider in the country by subscriber base. Globe Telecom strategies are geared towards first, building the network of choice, to be an admired nation by providing leading edge network technology and mobile coverage to about 95% of cities and municipalities in the Philippines by the end of 2018. So second, they focus on customer, here to be the leader of the Filipino digital lifestyle by providing world-class technologies for entertainment, education, engagement, and rewards designed to address customers' needs. Third, we have digitally transformed businesses to empower the local economy in its digital transformation by helping businesses flourish through the right technology, infrastructure, solutions, and know-how. And lastly, they put people first to create a high-performing organization through a purpose-driven workforce and with a culture of empowerment, collaboration, and innovation. Next, we have AC Energy. Its business strategy are also focused on product leadership. Because AC Energy's aspiration is to be the largest listed renewables platform in Southeast Asia, with a goal of reaching 5,000 megawatts of renewable capacity by 2025. As AC Energy scales up its renewable business, it also ensures its power plants are operating at top efficiency. In 2020, the company was able to achieve significant improvement in operating efficiencies and reliability for its plants. The improvements were born out of the plant renewal initiatives that AC Energy carried out when it started its transformation journey in 2019. With a focus on strategic investments, the company also operates a thermal assets to complement its renewable assets and ensure power reliability, with these assets increasing availability by 29 percentage points. Specifically, AC Energy strategies to achieving its goals are the following. First is to expand in high growth regional markets, scaling up the development within the Philippines, and diversifying internationally in countries that are supportive of renewable energy development, such as Vietnam and Australia. Second, leverage both internal development capabilities and strategic partnerships. Here they build strong operations and development capabilities and strategic partnerships. Also, they also build here strong operations development team with over 1,000 megawatts in development experience in renewables. And third is active recycling of capital. They scale up to 5 gigawatts of renewable energy capacity by 2025. Next, we have AC Health. Also, AC Health's business strategies are focused on product leadership because AC Health strategies are geared towards first establishing leadership in pharma space. So they strive to expand the retail pharmacy network to over 1,000 stores nationwide and strengthen medicine supply chain and expand medicine portfolio. Second, be the largest integrated clinic network in the country. AC Health Clinic Network includes multiple formats and patent touchpoint, family doc for primary care, and healthway for multi-specialty and corporate clinics. Third is they invest in health technology solutions that enable synergies across AC Health. They invest in healthcare technology solutions to improve efficiency, integration, and reach. They also build a portfolio of in-house health technology solutions and invest in high potential health technology. And lastly, they build the AC Health portfolio. Here they build a healthcare ecosystem across the continuum of care.
Another type of business unit is the Manila Water. The strategy as being focused on this business unit is customer intimacy. The company is more focused on attending to the needs of its customers. Its processes are geared towards solution development and flexible and responsive work procedures. Manila Water strategies are focused on first, advocating for water security and sustainability. They ensure the competition of water system projects and entering water sources and ensure equitable supply of water to customers. Second is supporting the MWSS in the development and completion of medium-term, long-term water sources. They expand the capacity and coverage of wastewater services across the enterprise and ensure the completion of wastewater systems and sanitation projects. Additionally, they strive for the efficient utilization of existing wastewater treatment plants. Another type of business unit is AC Industrial. The strategy as being focused on this business unit is product leadership. The company is founded on Integrated Microelectronics Incorporation, one of the Philippines' EMS, also known as Electronics Manufacturing Services, pioneers and now a global leading manufacturing and technology solutions partner, and AC Motors, one of the country's largest multi-brand automotive distribution and retail groups. AC Industrials operates in 12 countries around the world, with a capacity to top markets in North America, Europe, and Asia. This Ayala's platform to boost its presence in the global and domestic industrial technology spaces by capitalizing the opportunities opened by disruptive technological shifts, changing industrial landscapes, and increasing demands for end users. AC industrial strategies are focused on first, the legacy large-scale operation. They strengthen and optimize Ayala's at-scale operations in electronic manufacturing and automotive distribution and retail. Second is the new growth operations. They scale up to the recently acquired businesses that boost and complement the larger scale operating units. And lastly, the high tech investments. They provide financial and strategic support to unlock the potential of our investments in high potential technologies. Another type of business unit is the AC Infra. The strategy as being focused in this business unit is customer intimacy. AC Infra intends to meet the country's urgent need for efficient, reliable, safe, and sustainable modes of mass transportation and transport services to move people, goods, and services by investing in strategic solutions using new or existing technologies and platforms. It develops businesses and infrastructure projects to support the growing needs of the public and private sectors in the areas of mass transportation, mobility, and fulfillment solution services. AC infra strategies are focused on first, ensuring the high levels of efficiency for operating companies under the government concessions. They deliver a consistent level of service and continue to exceed key performance indicators for operating toll, rail, and payment companies. The second is the proposing strategic projects to the government. They selectively pursue government projects to address the country's urgent infrastructure needs. And lastly, the expanding portfolio of non-PPP businesses. They develop end-to-end logistics supply chain portfolio with planned market entry to contract logistics and freight forwarding. The next is the I people. The strategy as being focused in this business unit is the customer intimacy. People strategies are geared towards the first, enrollment and access. They increase student population through strong academic and employment outcomes and student assistance and also engagement programs. Second is quality education. To improve learning outcomes as measured by first, performance in standard diagnostic, entrance and licensure exams. Second is employability, and lastly, the external quality assurance. And the third one is the synergy. They leverage the school's complementary strengths and major shareholders to improve student value proposition and efficiency. And lastly, the AC Ventures. The strategy has been focused in this business unit is the product leadership. AC Venture strategies are focused on first, enabling new opportunities for the Ayala Group. They invest in adjacent businesses complementary to the Ayala Group. Second is the Gear Up Tech businesses for scale and profitability. They support tech investees. Example given Zalora, Mint, Cartera to attain sustainable profitable growth. And lastly, the strengthen the AG Holdings offshore investments. They manage offshore investments to maximize gains for Ayala.
So for number four, identify one corporate social responsibility program of Ayala Corporation and discuss whether it is a good program or not. Provide also suggestions on how to improve such program and the reason behind your suggestion. So one corporate social responsibility of Ayala Corporation focuses on the workplace experience and future of work. The Human Resource Council of Ayala Corporation promotes and capitalizes on synergy to strengthen human resource services across the organization. It also discusses best practices for adapting to and riding the wave of human capital development. Ayala recognizes trends such as the growing number of millennials in the workforce, the emphasis on a workplace experience, and flexible working arrangements, among others, to continue to be the employer of choice. The Council investigates their impact on its operations and adapts to the new workforce's changing expectations. The program focused on the workplace experience and the future of work is an excellent plan of action in promoting social responsibility towards the employees and the future workers of the corporation. It also offers sustainability to its current staff and opportunities to others without a job. Moreover, the workplace experience that Ayala Corporation presents will enhance and boost their hired hands' productivity. So to improve the program, Ayala Corporation may also include those not millennials, capable, and those who needed a job. In that way, experienced individuals that are currently jobless can have the opportunity to provide their services to the company. Furthermore, the corporation may improve its flexible working arrangement by enhancing its capabilities in an online setup. Especially with the situation of COVID-19, the optimal working environment for people revolves around the internet.
Number 5. After going over the annual report of AC or Ayala Corporation, is the document purely a financial accounting document or not? Why or why not? The annual report of Ayala Corporation contains a detailed look at the company's overview of performance, operating methods, products, and corporate information. It is not purely a financial accounting document that just provides information about an organization's operations, financial position, and cash flows. But the report includes detailed information on the consolidated financial, economic, environmental, social, and governance performance across the business unit. Notes and further explanations accompany the text and tables of the performance indicators, and also relevant disclosures on business expansion from the unlisted subsidiaries and affiliates are included. In the report, Ayala highlights detailed information of particular interest such as a brief overview of profits, campaigns, business units and reviews, changing business conditions, and information about the company's plan that can affect the future of the company. There is a comprehensive view of the way they have integrated the values into the business and how they live up to the purpose of creating meaningful impacts on the economy, environment, and communities. It does not focus more on quantitative information and data, making it not a purely financial accounting document. That's all. Thank you.